going live now. Hi, I'm PinOak.
Hi, I'm Johnny Bloom.
And this is Tea and Tara. I feel like we're definitely off to a great start with the cheer for the day and bright, warming smiles. Grand Rising, a beautiful soul family. Thank you all so much for being here today and sharing this beautiful space as Johnny Bloom and I find our flow in this morning space together. We're really looking forward to sharing some meditation, some laughs, and hopefully some messages to send you inspiration for the day. So just to get us started, I'm going to start with some gratitude, and I'm grateful for this live stream opportunity to share space with Rob and you guys, and to just be able to really do something that fills my heart with joy. Being in these spaces always brings me so much just love from my heart, and the ability to express that and be received and receive you as well is just amazing. So grateful to be here, grateful for the overcast day, and as always, grateful for puppy kisses in the morning. Rob, do you want to share some of your gratitude?
I'm grateful for this first sip of tea that I'm about to take.
Yes, beautiful sip of tea. Let's go ahead and do we want to all do a little morning blessing with our tea?
Oh no, I think I brewed it with coffee maybe. I need to take a note.
Great.
Maybe.
Do you need to get a fresh cup of tea before we?
Man, I kind of want to.
Well, you can. You totally can. That's the thing. This is our show. So if you want to go and get yourself a better cup of tea, I am happy to lead us through a meditation while we wait. All right. Do you want to maybe turn your screen off until you get back? And then that way, yes. Hello, my loves. Good morning, Grand Rising, and a great day to you. I think we're going to go ahead and say some blessings into our water or our tea. And if you don't have some yet, that's okay. You have time. Go ahead and grab yourself some tea, and we can just set our intentions for the day. Today, my intentions are to be filled with joy as I move through the tasks set forward towards the end of the day. I intend to move with love from my heart. I intend to be filled with gratitude in every moment. I am super grateful for all of the many blessings that we have to share in this world. And I am calling in abundance in all forms. And I'm grateful for the abundance I have here in this now moment. And so it is. If you guys want to drop your affirmations down in the chat, I would be more than happy to read those off as well. Good morning, Cami. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Ghosty. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, Lynn. Grand Rising, Becca. Oh my goodness, the whole family's here. And Grand Rising, my beautiful TikTokers. If you all are enjoying this and you would like to join us, we are live on YouTube, so you can click the link in my profile and jump over to that as well. So, okay, beautiful souls. We can also move on to a little bit of affirmations and EFT tapping, so emotional freedom tapping. This is just waking up the energy in your body. You can really do this however you'd like. The important thing is making sure that you are just connecting your body and saying some affirmations. So drop your affirmations in the chat. I am powerful. I am motivated. I am encouraged. I am surrounded by love in all forms. I am motivated and inspired, moving along my path. I am loving myself. I am cherishing others. I am holding gratitude for all my lessons. I am grateful for what has been released from my life. I am grateful for the support system that I have around and within me. I am grateful for healthy foundations. I am achieving my hopes and dreams. I am happy. I am healthy.
I am back.
I am whole. Rob is back. And Lynn got to meet Dr. Z and Anamal. That's amazing. I'm super grateful for that too, Lynn. And Becca says, grateful for good friends. Yes, couldn't agree more. All right. Shara, I am loving. Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. I am loving. Okay. Sorry, we just, what do you have your tea now? Is it better? Is it up to standards?
It's
Oh, wait, where are you? I can't see you. Hold on. There you are. We didn't do water affirmations. If you want to lead us in a few of those, because I know how good they are.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's see. 2 minutes, and then my tea will be done.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect.
Or I can get my big red cup and go go all out with the water up.
I mean, it's up to you. Totally up to you. I think if we have a few minutes to wait, can we go ahead and do a short and simple meditation to drop ourselves into our heart centers?
Yeah, that's
Is now a good time for that? Okay. So if you're here and you'd like to join us in this little meditation, feel free to allow yourself to find a comfortable position. If you'd like to close your eyes, you may. It's just allowing yourself to be in a space of presence. If you'd like to place your hand over your heart and one over your belly, you can do so as well. And we'll begin by taking a breath in and release. Dropping the shoulders and allowing the lungs to fully inhale and fully exhale in the breath. So one more breath in. And release. And if you'd like, you can imagine a beautiful lotus flower now opening on the crown of your head and welcoming in a beautiful silver light as it pours down from above and into the center of this lotus flower. And with each breath, you breathe, drinking in this light from the crown to the third eye, through the throat, down to the heart, through the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and ending at the base of the spine at the root center. And as the silver light moves through your body, you can imagine it igniting and lighting each energy center, beginning to see the purples, the blues, the greens, the yellow, the orange, and the red. And allowing this light to swirl through your body, releasing any tension and igniting your passions for the day. And if we'd like, we can bring our awareness down to the root center at the base of the spine. And with a breath in, we will breathe the roots down into the earth. And allowing these roots to grow through the layers of rock and clay and move all the way to the core of the earth. And when they reach there, you can wrap them around as a warm, gentle hug and take a breath in. Breathing the love of Gaia into your body, welcoming the warm love of the sun from the energies above, and holding gratitude in our heart centers for this physical vessel. And with one more breath, I invite you to bring your awareness to your heart center. Allow your breathing to become normal, flow from the inhale to the exhale, bringing your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, your toes, your knees, and your nose. Open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you all for joining me in that beautiful space. I'm so excited to see what messages we hold for the collective today. And I have a really beautiful message from the fairies that kind of called to me just right before we got started. So definitely interested. Aw. If you guys are on TikTok, please feel free to join us over on YouTube, okay? Thank you all for being here. Rob, do you care if I start with a fairy card, or do you want to lead?
I'm making my tea.
Okay. Okay. So the Unsile Queen, glamour, opulence, and hubris. Ah, the words can cut so deep, and those in power can be cruel. They have resources and display their status with pride. They seem to lack all compassion and to care only for how they appear and how much they can control others. Because of their glamour, their wealth, their pride, they seem to hold all power in the situation. Therefore, at this time, your self-esteem may have been substantially damaged. There may be harsh words being spoken about you, and slowly over time, the toxic moments have woven together a cask of cloak and bitterness over your once hopeful heart. You feel wounded, resentful, and helpless. You may fear that if you confront this, you will be harmed, hurt, disempowered, blamed, or weakened. But you must honor your own point of view. Value your side of the story and take necessary steps to protect yourself. You can prevail as long as you approach the situation with belief that you utterly deserve respect and self-love. The Unsile Queen is invested in how things look. She can manipulate public opinion and make others feel very insecure and unstable. Take this card to mean that you have a great challenge ahead of you to restore your own self-love, to become less vulnerable by those who seek to hurt and distort, to unapologetically present your case. You are a good person. You are strong too. Do not let yourself be harmed any longer. You may need to consider leaving an abusive relationship, be open to counseling from a trusted professional, and work on rebuilding your own confidence to where it once was, shining and true. You can do this and return from the abyss where you dwell now. Okay, fairies, we're getting started with a heavy message, but you know what? I'm grateful because it's the truth, and something we didn't even mention before we got started. Today is 9/11, and 9/11 holds a lot of weight in and of itself. Many people have their own relationship with this day and what it means for them and the people that they know and love. And I think the biggest lesson that I know I learned from my experience with the 9/11 experience in general is that, you know, me and my family came closer. We learned how to appreciate each other. And I think as humanity, we spent a lot of time after that learning how to be better for each other and be more supportive of each other, and to be able to react and respond quicker and in a more broad sense. So I think that especially with this message coming forward, considering the day of the day and what's going on in the world, you know, they're really wanting you to just say, listen, now is not the time to back down from what your heart believes is true. Now is the time to speak up, share your truth, stand firm in what it is that you believe in, holding the highest good in your heart. And if ever you feel like you are not in alignment, check yourself to see, are you coming from a place of pride? Are you doing what you're doing to be seen or to be heard, to fill this ego? Or are you coming at it from a place of heart, from love? Are you standing in your power in a way that is motivating and inspiring others, or in a way that is discouraging and making others doubt? And so I think that this card really, it starts us off in a place of be seen and see yourself, and be honest with yourself with how you are speaking. Are you being honest with yourself whenever you move forward? And if you also, there's a dual message that comes with this as well, that like, if you feel like you have spoken your truth and you don't feel like you have been supported or heard in the way that you deserved, and maybe your confidence is now lesser because of that, allow yourself to see the strength that it took to stand up in the first place when maybe your confidence wasn't where it needed to be standing in the place that you were. And trust that everything is happening as it is meant to in life, and that you, as you continue to move, that confidence will gain. It's really finding that belief within yourself, finding your center and standing true to it. And then I'm just going to say the bottom of the deck is Ragnarok, which is like death, destruction, rebirth, everything breaking down so that it can be reborn and moving forward into the readiness, the bounty, and the plenty that we have in store. So, you know, really now is the time to be very much focused on that self-love, that love for others. I think self-love is even mentioned in the card in the book of like, you know, now is the time to like go within and allow yourself to find that healthy self-care routine. Check in with yourself. What does your meditation routine look like? How are you eating? Are you sleeping at night? Are you overindulging in things? What's your space? When's the last time you did your laundry? Like, you know, these kinds of things, checking in. So that's all from the fairies this morning. Rob, I'm happy to pass the talking stick over to you.
Great, great. That was beautiful. So moving forward, I do want to take a moment of silence for all that happened on that day, 9/11, all the souls that passed, all the souls that gave their lives trying to save other souls, and so on and so forth. So whenever we are ready, we can close our eyes, take a few moments for all of those souls on that day. Whenever you're ready, you can come back to this space. Okay.
I would also love to send some gratitude to all of our vets and even just civilians that served and supported. Much gratitude.
So with that moment of silence, with the dragon wisdom, came forth the silence card. Ironically. So with the silence card also comes, with that whole day, and there's this time, the hourglass there, kind of representing the phases of time that we go through, that we need to go through, and respecting that time to be able to get ourselves in silence. Even in 9/11, there's silence afterwards, and within silence, we find those phases where we come into ourselves and like build up everything that we need to move forward. And that could be in a healthy way or a very unhealthy way. We can lose ourselves within silence. And, if they were public about all their plans about 9/11, that wouldn't have happened. A lot of things happen in silence. We can plan, we can either plan our futures, plan attacks, plan a new loving endeavor, whatever it may be. But within this silence, that is where we find most of our wisdom and most of our confidence and most of our weaknesses, to be able to really define ourselves and help ourselves come into ourselves more, so that we can do these great grand things that can prevent and help humanity and come together and be able to spread the awareness that there's just enough love to really go around, and if there needs to be distance, keep the distance. If there needs to be justice, keep the justice. And all we can do is bring our best selves forth every day after we go through those silences, in the morning, at night, in any point in time where we get lost in thought or where we control our thoughts. They're both a different road. They're both a different muscle that we need to keep in line and keep control of and keep momentum with, in the right directions that we want to go with our lives. And that's where we can become our best friends too, or our own worst enemies as well. So within silence, with the dragon wisdom from the book, it can feel as if life is rushing ahead of us at times. We race from place to place, often feeling tired from expending all that energy. We are told that there is strength in stillness, and this is also the lesson that the pink dragon wishes to teach you. In past centuries, one of the ways time was measured was with an hourglass, and it is such a shame that this very elegant way of calculating time has been more or less forgotten in our modern times. It was almost like a magic ritual. The sand would flow from the upper half of the hourglass into the lower half, allowing us to watch time slip away as it did so. The magical part of the process was that time was not lost forever. However, the sand accumulated in the bottom half, and once it had all run its course, we would turn the hourglass, and everything would begin anew. Be aware that nothing is lost. Everything is watched over by those that accompany us on our journey: the angels, ascended masters, unicorns, and dragons. The silent pink dragon wishes to lead you into the solitude of the desert in order for you to find yourself and spend time in prayer. Visualize standing in the desert. Be aware of the warm sand beneath your feet. Sense the pink love dragon behind you and lean back against its chest. The desert is an ocean made of grains of sand, and in each and every grain you will find the light of the divine source. Feel the sand under your feet. Sense that the divine source, sense that in the divine source no time exists, only love and eternity, as in every individual grain of sand beneath you. Enjoy leaning back against the chest of this superb being and take a moment to feel the silence of the desert. Seek out the place of silence in your heart. It is vast. It is a vast treasure chest where love and eternity dwell within. Use these words as your mantra. I have all the time in the world. You're muted.
Thanks. I was just saying, I think that was, I love the dragon cards because they have that little meditation at the end. And so anytime you get a message from those cards, it's like particularly great to end because you can kind of just close your eyes and listen to Rob as he speaks and put yourself in there. So my pink dragon was very warm and now I kind of want to take a nap.
Oh, man.
So I did pull a few fairy oracle cards. Or are you still, do you still have?
That's good for now. You can go.
Okay. So the fairy oracle has a 3-card message. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. And then it also comes with find balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. Okay, thank you, fairies. I might just do that. No, so definitely finding that stillness, finding that silence, allowing yourself to come into that place of center and really seeing what it is that you want to manifest for yourself. Think about it before you go, because you definitely want to align yourself with things in life that you are truly desiring. And whenever you are coming from a place of maybe spending too much time working or spending too much time playing or too much time doing one thing, not in balance, but pouring all of your energy into one outlet, you might be more inclined to manifest something in your life that is just for that one outlet. So for example, you're always working and you're like, I just want to manifest a better job. I just want to manifest a better job. I'm going to focus all my energy on finding a better job. Okay, that's great. You're setting it out into the universe. You want a better job. You set that intention that you're like ready for change and that you're open to that. But when you allow yourself to become focused and say, you know what, actually, I don't just want a better job. I want to do something that I enjoy. What do I enjoy doing? Well, I enjoy doing XYZ. Now you can say to the universe, I want to manifest a job where I get to travel and see the people I love all the time, or whatever for insert your manifestations there. But, whenever you are a powerful multidimensional being, you can manifest anything your heart desires. Just allowing yourself to be balanced and focused is going to bring you a place of fulfillment from your manifestations. And trust that you can bring abundance into your life. Trust that you already have abundance in your life. The attitude of gratitude is the one thing that I can promise you will get you so far in this life when it comes to aligning with the things that you desire. Be grateful for what you already have in this now moment. Now, holding gratitude for things doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be happy with how it is. It's like, I'm grateful for my job that pays my bills, while holding that ideal for having that future that's balanced and bright of what I want to see. And so like really just there's a balance between finding the present moment and reaching for that abundance that you're searching for. And so just allowing yourself to trust the process and be in this place of focus and dedication. And I'm going to circle it back to the original message from the fairies that was speak your truth, right? So, do the things, and then don't be afraid to say them out loud. Your words are spells. Your words create worlds. You have the ability to bring forth your intentions through the vibration of the energy that comes out of your mouth. So that is a super easy tool that everyone has at their disposal to be able to utilize at all times. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so my messages are following in sync with my last one as well, which seems like the polar opposite. So there's wisdom from both sides. There's wisdom from the source dragon here, which attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. In combination with the gold-crested dragon, where this dragon brings you higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light, you are protected, and expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. So definitely combining the two and being able to find your silence and attune to that infinite frequency and accessing that highest form of love that you can, and being able to sit and absorb that. And the only way that we can shine brighter is being able to we can only shine as much as we absorb. So if we shine everything that we have absorbed, that we have nothing left to shine. It's just like our cups full of love. It's just like a different form of thinking. We only have so much that we can give out of our cup, and there's only so much that we can shine out of our soul, because we can only absorb so much and shine so much each and every day. And each and every day we need to find those moments in silence where we can access that frequency and connect to source and feel that feeling of being able to handle all the things instead of just jumping into all the things. We need to find the energy and time to prepare ourselves for each and every day in that silence, and be able to affirm and contemplate and really, the word is escaping me. Just be ready for everything and access that energy and all that is, so that we can shine. And then and then the alpha dragon is on the bottom. I need to switch my settings. I got a new laptop because my laptop died in Sedona. But now we're on this whole new frequency. I got this whole new laptop and we can do lots of new things. Alpha Dragon harnesses the divine masculine power of creation, destroy the old, visualize your dream, and help manifest a new world. So definitely bringing in that masculine power there with the Alpha Dragon. And yeah, the only way to move forward each and every day is to shift our awareness. All we are is awareness. And once we can absorb the lessons and the light from from each and every day behind us, we can move forward and harness that and visualize our next dream in the most pleasant way as possible. Because when we come from a place of love and lessons and light, we can really manifest that new world and be able to come from, it's just whenever we are coming from a place of acceptance and love, and however things have to be, and accepting them the way they are and working around them, that's where the next best idea comes from. That's where we find the strength to do the next best thing. And yeah.
I love the dragons. Okay, well, the Star family like wanted to butt in, so like, hello Star family. Because I only have my fairy cards. I don't even know where these came from, but the card that just was looking to be added to the end of your message was the Jade Star, card number 23, which says surrender. I am ready to let go with self-compassion. And you know what? I am actually going to read this one from the book. I haven't read this one from the book for a long time, but I will point out that she does have a dragon on her back. So you can see she's joining the dragon crew, bringing in the Star family. And the Jade Star also is always a really beautiful message to listen to your intuition and trust the inner knowing that you have within your heart. If you are working through a situation where you might have a question on your mind, the answer is to tune into your heart center, take a few deep breaths, and allow the answer to come forward to you, and to trust whatever that answer is and move forward with action. Surrendering with self-compassion means that sometimes you have to just listen and trust your own guidance, your own inner, system that tells you whether or not things are right or not for you. And trusting is complete surrender. So Star words, okay, know, relinquish, and closure. The jade star represents the union of the heart chakra and the imperial jade jewel. This energetic vortex and crystal alliance is a match made in heaven. It is where love in all its glistening facets is felt most deeply. Jade is a precious stone that amplifies unconditional love, empathy, and opulence. This psychic sense associated with the heart is clairsentience, clear psychic feeling. Through intentional surrender, feeling, and the power of love, deep healing is made possible. Cleano helps you connect to heart unity through energetic portal of love. Yes, the answer is love. Like, the answer is always love. If you're ever curious, the answer is always love. And trust, surrender to the divine within yourself. And yes, that's all the Jade Star has to add. So I did also pull a message from the fairies asking very specifically what the collective needs to know for now moving forward. Do what?
That's exactly what I just did.
Did you? Okay, do you want to start it and then I'll do mine? Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I just pulled one card from my new deck, which is activation cards for the soul, and I specifically asked what needs to be activated within the collective right now. And yeah, this beautiful deck that I recently purchased, Cosmic. Whoa. Okay. Wow. I don't need all that right now. So this is funny though, because okay, one of my Dragon Wisdom cards was in with these cards. So obviously this message is still coming out and still taking its own path and evolving. And this card here that has been hanging around for a while now is Companions. and it's got this golden dragon in the middle with many others around it, and it's being surrounded by love. And you know, I've been on lives a few times with this card now, and it's just been tucked away. The message is obviously being wanting to come out more. I'm going to read it again. I don't think I even read it before.
Also, if you are enjoying this video and you would like to like the video down below or subscribe to my channel, you can feel free to do that as well. Also, if you'd like to connect with Rob, their links are listed down below the video. And if you'd like to send any PayPal donations, those links are down below the video as well.
Cool, thank you. I think I'm just going to read the message from the book because that's the one part I haven't done yet. If you draw this card, remember your companions, including those in this world and all others. We often think we stand alone with no one to help us or share the burden of our daily lives. But deeply in our hearts, we know that such thoughts are merely the whispers of the world of dark shadows aimed at weakening and discouraging us, keeping us down. All we know that this is a lie. It is time to invite your friends to a party, so ask them, celebrate, dance, and be joyful. We have all been companions since the beginning of time. Celebrate with your best friends, making sure you hug each other frequently during the evening and tell them, it is so good that you are here. And so that fell out with the same message, still in line with the other polls that I did, be still. So there is an energy definitely asking us to be still within our own moments so that we may be able to plant our own roots and grow our own depths of our own souls and be able to understand ourselves in the most clearest way so that we can show up each and every day and be our best selves and have this crazy cosmic long hair to just, you know, wave about. But yeah, this is card number 5. Be still. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. By Lao Tzu. Be still, breathe, find that well of tranquility and serenity within you. There are times when life feels chaotic. Circumstances and relationships test and challenge you with conflicting emotions and inner storms. Sometimes your emotions are felt deeply, and you may have moments of outbursts that express pain and inner rage. Feel the emotions and try to understand what has come forth from you. See the origins from which this reaction was born. There will always be triggers, dear one, and storms will pass, but how you react makes all the difference to the severity and longevity of the storm. Who you are is best seen when you are challenged, pressured, and put to test. Will you react with rage, spite, and bitterness, or with peace, love, and compassion? If you react with anger and spite, do not be disheartened. Simply see that this is where you are at this time. Be gentle with yourself and go within to explore the deepest recesses of your hidden self. Find the root of why your reactions are so. Send this part of you love and compassion and feel the healing light of love spreading through your entire being. Dear one, you are the love, peace, tranquility, and serenity that you seek. It is you. Know it, feel it, and be it. Be the peace that others seek. Be the stillness that others crave. Be the compassion that others need. In this stillness, there is clarity and peace. Go forth, dear one, and be that gentle voice that calms the storm. Prayer, Great Spirit, lead me to still waters within myself so that I may find peace. associated with the sacral and solar plexus. So yeah, definitely being still. And in combination with the companions card, I feel like, you know, even though we have friends and have family and have all these other companions in our lives, we still need to be able to be in our own stillness, just like each and every planet in the cosmos. You know, they are in their own orbit, in their own respective spaces, you know, respecting each and every orbit of every other planet that is out there trying to do what they are here to do. And definitely that that frequency of that stillness can definitely help us, you know, access our own orbits and our own ways, because the only way we can be is us. And as soon as we start absorbing other people's ways and relying on other energies outside of ourselves, we're getting pulled out of our own orbit energetically. And over time, we're going to feel that. And then we're going to slingshot back and bounce all over the place, trying to find our centers again. So really making this a big practice in being still with our own selves. It's really coming through quite strongly.
That was beautiful, Rob. Thank you. All right. Well, the message that the fairies have for us, this is from my very favorite fairy tarot deck. And then I would love to hold space for those in the YouTube chat that would like a 1-card pull. If Rob's open to holding space for that, I would love to offer that for you guys, for YouTube only. So TikTok, jump over to YouTube. So the fairies today have a really beautiful message for the collective. And I don't normally start with the bottom energy on the deck, but I'm going to, because this is just too powerful. You are a limitless being by nature. And as you grow, these different layers, they get put over you of like societal desires and needs and parental desires and needs and friends. And then you start to layer your own limitations. And as you move through life, I feel like you get to a certain point where you have all these limitations weighing on you like coats, like you've got like 10 million coats laid on top of you. And finally it gets to a place in life where you're like, you know what? I'm going to start taking these coats off. I'm heavy. It's hot. I want to get out. Let's move through. And so really strange analogy, but anyways, it comes back to the world and seeing that you have completed a cycle. You have just lifted one more layer of coats off of, off of you for the day to be able to feel lighter and breathe easier, to be able to move forward. And I think that that's one of the reasons why the sitting in silence is so important, because whenever you're in this space of transitioning from one to the next, and it can be, maybe you've shifted timelines recently. Maybe you have totally gotten a whole new outlook on life. Maybe you have started a new job, or maybe you're just looking to make some changes. Either way you look at it, giving yourself that space and silence is going to give you the ability to get a really clear perspective on where and how you want to go moving forward. Because as you release those layers of coats and you realize your limitless nature, you begin to play a little bit more and try new things and go outside the box, and maybe you stumble and fall a little bit, but that's okay, because you realize, oh, maybe I'm not super great at that, but maybe I'm actually really great at this other thing that I didn't even know I was going to be good at if I hadn't stumbled into that situation. And so allowing yourself that place to see that you are able to find your successes, you have the freedom to go in any direction, and you have completed the journey that you were on. And now you're in a place of really being able to know what you can handle. You are feeling like you have all of these things that you juggle, but you're actually got a handle on it. And you're like, okay, maybe I could throw a few more, different sized balls in this mix, or allow myself to maybe try juggling with pineapples instead of apples or something. But seeing that you have the ability to create and control your life as you move but with a pace of understanding that you're meeting life as it flows and meeting the challenges with optimism and hope. And this card also speaks of multitasking. So being able to really find that balance between home, life, and family. And where you're at right now, the energy that you're sitting in and you're embodying in this now moment is the Emperor, the divine masculine, the logical being in the less emotional, more logical mindset, but also holding that love from your heart as the motivator that comes forward for you, and using your logic to be able to be a wise leader. This card also really speaks of being in your, like, just really being in your power and being compassionate, gentle, but firm as you move forward. So really standing by what it is that you are believing in and wanting to bring forward for yourself, and trusting yourself as you move. And what the beautiful, the beautiful end for this is the 10 of Summer, which is an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, and people you can trust. Okay, so all this work, all this energy, the time, the dedication, the juggling, the moving, the shifting, the leveling, whatever you want to call it, all of this has been to bring you forward each and every day, step by step, into this place of happiness and fulfillment. This is something that's long term, that's going to really just fill your heart with joy. And I really think too that, especially if you're hearing this now moment and you are hearing this message, you're someone that really enjoys being able to create what it is that you experience in life. And you're calling in and bringing in those desires for yourself to be in this place of joy and love and presence. It's really just being present. If you look at it, it's a woman and a man and two children, and they're on this little swan or moth boat. I'm not 100% sure, maybe it's a moth, but anyways, they're on this boat and they're on the water, and it's a sunny day. And you could look at this from two ways. Maybe it's just a family on a boat on a sunny day in a lake, right? Or it's this magical, amazing memory experience that's being created because of the people that are sharing the space and the elements of where they're at. And so it's like really just allowing you to see that life is the magic that you make it, and allowing yourself to see just how far you can play. Okay, that's cool. All.
Well, I raised your fairy tarot with my dragon tarot. So the first card that came out is Temperance. Also, with all these messages of being in our own stillness and finding our flow and really getting that under control has been the focus that we've been focusing on. And within our mind and whatever we create within the red dragon energies here, kind of like our sacral chakra, and the green dragon here represents our body and taking care of our body, and the blue dragon is our emotions, basically our mind, body, and our emotions here. And at some point, there's always this strand. There's this strand here that's outside of like the balanced energy force here. There's always something that's going to be in our life that's just totally somewhat out of control. But as long as we are doing the work and we are keeping this vortex of our own being in control, the less and less this chaotic energy will be out of control. There will be some sort of balance within this, instead of like it's got some sort of minimal chaos to it. As long as we are keeping that vortex and keeping our minds and our bodies and our emotions intact and balanced, we can really balance these emotions. And that's where we've been getting back to. And now also this coming out with justice coming out as well, with this grand white dragon with his crown on, and this man and woman standing there, and there's this karmic contract here that blocks the way towards the next path. And you know, there is no fooling this guy, this dragon, you know, this energy to all of existence. You know, like, you can say that you learned your lesson, and you can say you did or this or that, but within the Akashic and karmic records, there's no fooling. There is a deep lesson within each and every part of our lives, and being able to move forward deeper into the forest that we want to travel into the darker parts of ourselves, and brighten the journey even further as our lives roll on. We really need to give our own hearts that justice that it really wants to see within our own worlds, because our hearts are much more powerful than any part of our body and our mind. Our hearts give out 60% more energy than our mind. So, like, really, like, following our heart and what kind of spaces our heart leads us into, even if it may be a pretty dark space where we're not too comfortable, our heart is guiding us there. Our heart sees something that needs to be found and needs to be resolved and achieved, and we've been serving that justice to ourselves and moving past this. And then the Nine of Cups also comes out too, and this has the energy of wishes granted. We have, you know, drank from every other cup and learned every other lesson within our life at this point, to be able to ask for the thing that we want, to have our wish granted, because we've tasted from every other cup. And the dragon here is questioning whether or not that we are ready to receive that. Have we served ourselves enough justice? Have we learned all our lessons? Are we worthy of being able to move forward and have this wish granted in a full-fledged way? And it's truly up to ourselves. Ultimately, it's up to ourselves. We are the decider of our own powerful existence, and we're forging the path. We can't go outside of ourselves and ask somebody else for something that we can have, and assume that something is that. We can't assume that something belongs to somebody else and just tell ourselves, oh, that belongs to that person and we can't have it, so I need to give up, you know, and being realistic about it at the same time, and having, you know, that confidence to go forth and go ask this, you know, treacherous like dragon that's actually friendly, and be like, okay, is this okay? Can we do this? Can I have that cup over there that you're holding? And sometimes, like, we go into these dark spaces, like I said, and the Seven of Swords coming out, I always get the energy off this as if, you know, it's like this man is stealing. It looks like he may be stealing something from this castle, but, you know, it ultimately could be something that is his, something that is yours, something that you have ventured so long for to achieve, and something that was stolen from you from times past. And you've gone on this long journey and, like, have gone through level up after level up, and, you know, got your sneaking abilities up and all the intuition that you need to get into this dark dungeon hallway with that box of things that is just yours to take after you've mastered your life. And let's see, like, what's on the bottom. The Page of Pentacles here. And yeah, just totally okay. The Page of Pentacles definitely whoops, I want to read this one. And then okay, it's like this innocent energy, just like there's a cat and a dragon playing down there, and all the spirits are playing. It's just this playful energy that can really move forward, and that is trying to move forward and not having to experience that darkness, and just be completely golden and true within each and all of our thoughts and actions. And this Page of Pentacles, what's that say? The meaning of dreams. The meaning of dreams, says the book that the boy holds, you know, just holding true to your own dreams and creating that wealth and that knowledge from your own experience and bringing that forth.
Yes, the infinite knowledge that lives within, right? Oh, and talking about the messages and wisdom from the dream space, if you all are interested in a dream conversation, beautiful Brendan and Lacey, Mystic Spider-Man and Paper Druid, they are hosting a dream conversation right now, which you can check out the link for them down below the video as well. So feel free, if you're like love dreams and want to go check that out. I think it's actually a private Zoom room, so anywho, but if you want to check them out for future ones, I know they'll be doing more in the future. So love dream discussion and the importance of dreams. Lots of really good, amazing things can come from your dreams, even when your dreams are not super great. Like I had some pretty amazing dreams last night that gave me a lot of wisdom into my subconscious when I woke up this morning. So, you know, sometimes it's a little more difficult than others, but every single time we give ourselves the opportunity to connect with our dreams, we're going to come forward with some pretty amazing wisdom. So yeah, highly encourage you all to do that. Lots of dream tips. Now I just want to talk about dreams, but okay, let's do readings for people. Do you feel called, or is your collective message done? Do you have any other?
Kind of went off the handle there.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
yeah, I'm ready. Cool. Yeah, definitely.
If you want to stay on TikTok, you can, but if you want a reading, we're only going to be looking at the names in YouTube. So that's your choice, TikTokers. Okay, so we haven't done this in a while, but I think we should play the color game. So if you are here and you would like to get a 1-card reading, drop in the chat. Hold on, let's pick our colors. I know what color mine is. I was like immediately, okay, I know my color.
Okay.
Okay, Rob knows his colors. So the way this works is we have a color in our minds. We're gonna pew, 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 pew it to you. And then whenever you are ready,
11 right now, Eastern time.
11:11. Perfect. So start dropping it in the chat. Let me know what color is Kristen and Rob thinking? And whoever gets it right gets the card reading. And we'll do our best to go through everyone best we can. So okay, Maria.
Right away.
Maria got it with gold. Okay, red, Bree, you got me. The first 2 people get the colors. Way to go. Ghosty with the green heart. I love it. Purple, pink, blue. Look, Maria's like, I'm just gonna guess all the colors. Lisa, green. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for coming over from TikTok. Okay, so for the first round, Maria and Bree are the 2 that have the readings. So
all right. Maria.
And if you have a specific question you'd like, you can drop it in the chat, or you can just ask for general, whatever works. I think general normally works better on these live spaces. But
Maria's got first. I'm using my new deck, the Sacred Rebels. And the third,
it's a good deck.
love it. This is for all of us sacred rebels on our own path with our own love. Let's see what's for Maria. Let's see.
Okay. All right, I've got Breeze, if I can go ahead, or do you want to?
Wow. Okay. If you want to go first, yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Maria. All right. So, card number 20 came forth. This has been coming out. Softly, softly, the tender touch. And this woman here, number 20, it looks like this high connection to source. There's the lotus at the crown chakra. The intuition is coming in strongly. And it looks like there's, there may be some things that you're contemplating to yourself. There's like this whispering energy into the hands where you're really trying as hard as you can to possibly manifest something for yourself and your life that will benefit all that is within it. And you've been expanding this energy and this knowledge and this connection to your intuition, and maybe at times it has even brought tears to your eyes as well. And the more that we can actually feel these manifestations, the more feeling and frequency that we can put into them and actually have them and feel as if they are already here in all of our existence and all of our frequency and feeling. This is what is going to help bring it in. So even if it may be the wrong frequency to, like, have tears of not having it, because that brings in the frequency of not having it, but bringing in those tears of happiness and really bringing in all the frequencies of love surrounded by it, and how you would actually feel of having that. And just having a daily practice, and maybe even a picture in the background of your phone, even something that will keep you reminded of it more frequently. And that's what's coming through with that. But I'm going to read the message here. These messages are always incredible from the book as well. Oh man, Maria, you got a long one. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now when we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have a proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal. It is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into our space. We have provided for it. internally and in our lives. Nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. So that makes me think also, like, you know, if you do want something in your life, you know, look at your space around you right now. Is there space for that in your life right now? Is there like a big 10 by 10 clear open spot on that wall? Or is there like, no, you need to make that space available for it to be able to come into your life. So this method cultivates more energy and puts more intention into your manifestation, causing less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or by force. There is an old story that the sun and the wind were debating about who was more powerful. After boasting about their prowess, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on. The wind and the sun decided that whomever could force that coat off the man was the most powerful. The wind began demonstrating its impressive power. It blew and caught underneath the coat, pulling it and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily out of puff, the wind gave up. The sun took over. He shone down, becoming brighter and brighter until the man slipped off his coat, slung it over his shoulder, and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather that day. The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by being. You are being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, and your intense activity, even if it is just for this moment. Does this mean that you have to surrender the goals you were chasing through those endeavors? Certainly not. This is not about letting go of achievement. It is about understanding the process of manifestation in a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. It is about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself, absolutely, naturally, and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. It is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek rather than feelings of lack and need. Do you see the subtle but important difference? To feel that you are already a naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different to feeling lack, fear, and wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it is not yet the job you have. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more into your life. Like attracts like. This oracle brings you a message. You don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to a great loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time and shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It is okay to become softer, to feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life, and to act as much as you can, as though it already went that way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. As you soften into becoming what you are seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This oracle also comes with the special message that you have been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much, but it is now time to change your approach. Let it go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitations of the more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower was a useful lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you, because you are now beginning to create on a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. You are part of a global healing manifestation process. You are, through your own way of being in the world, helping to birth a new awareness. This new way will heal the human heart and bring it back into balance with nature. This is essential for the human soul to survive, flourish, and to cooperatively nurture the earth rather than destroy her natural resources. You may or may not be consciously aware of the extent to which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than taking can actually help all of humanity, but nonetheless, it is playing an important role in greater human evolution. It is the power of attraction and magnetism rather than that of striving and force that will replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart after your struggle. This change in approach will encourage the shift from head to heart that is essential for your individual well-being and for the greater human evolution. You need to heal so that you can help the world heal. Does this give you absolute permission now in your own mind to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? Healing process. Say aloud, I shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that I desire comes to me according to perfect timing. I relax, believe, and receive. Through unconditional love, this is now so. Man, Maria, you got the long haul on that one.
Thank you, Rob. What a beautiful reading. Maria, I'm super excited for you and all of that amazing. You'll let us know at homeroom. Good. I'm excited to hear the check-in on that. Okay, so Bree, I'm going to jump ahead straight into your reading. Bree, if you want to drop an 1111 down in the chat to let me know that you are still here, I want to make sure that you get your reading. So yeah, beautiful message, Rob. Thank you so much. And those Sacred Rebel cards are gorgeous. I love the messages that always come from those decks. So yay. All right, Bree, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading. Sometimes there's a bit of a lag. But the big card that came forward for you is card number 4, the Shapeshifter. And I will read this one from the book. However, I did get a few other messages for you. So I'm going to read this one and then I'll channel the messages, okay? So Shapeshifter, card number 4. Transformation, primal wisdom, and instinct. You are able to change, my friend. All the things that have stirred within you, things you have not even dared to whisper aloud, will soon become clear to others. Because you are transforming, do not let the fear of being different stop you from this moment. This miracle, when the instinctual true self becomes manifest, you can do what you think is unlike you. You have told yourself again and again who you are, and many a time you have merely gone ahead with what feels comfortable to you, without daring yourself to truly be who you are. This message for you is to get ready to change. Get ready to be amazed at just what you can do when you give yourself a chance, at what you can become when you receive the same opportunities as others, but most importantly, what you can achieve when you dare yourself to go further. The story of your soul is so much more than you have allowed it to be. And within you are so many more possibilities. Do not deny yourself this chance to develop and grow. You are so many creatures, so many beings. Now it is the time to explore that which once frightened you and which will ultimately become one of your greatest adventures yet. And the cards that came forward for you is the ego and the 3 of spring. So basically, my beautiful, amazing Bree, you need to have confidence in yourself. Trust that you can do the thing. Your ego is telling you all the reasons why you shouldn't, or why you can't, or why you've failed in the past, or why you don't have what you need, or whatever. There's like this little part inside of you that needs some love, needs lots and lots of love to understand and to see the beautiful, amazing soul that you are, that is passionate and daring and willing to just go in the direction that your heart's calling you by creating these amazing adventures, and trusting that as you allow yourself to find a balance between these two, because your ego, it's just trying to protect you, right? It's just trying to tell you, where you're able to stay safe, and the inner being wants to push you to be able to come out of that comfort zone to grow. Okay, so they both hold their purpose, and it's honoring the divine within the parts of you that maybe don't believe in yourself and need the more love, and the parts inside of you that are overly confident and ready to take on the world and move in those directions. So finding that balance and trusting that right now you are transforming, you are shape-shifting, which is why you feel the call, but you're not quite feeling the confidence yet. So take those baby steps, allow yourself to move out of your comfort zone in a way that works for you, and trust that you are becoming something new to you, and it maybe feels a bit foreign and maybe even a little bit scary. So the advice for you in this moment is to trust your inner knowing, trust your inner being, and allow the process to unfold as you go. Be able to be present in the moment with yourself and honest with yourself as you move through these different transformative states. Sometimes it may not look as pretty as the end result or where you're currently at, but trust that it is just as beautiful. Every step of the way that you go is bringing you further into alignment with where it is that your heart is calling you. And so allow yourself to dare to dream big, and don't hold yourself back from following your dreams. Those are the big, big messages for you. So yay. All right, beautiful souls. Bree, let me know if that resonates, if that's good, if you need a little more guidance. I know mine was not as long as as Maria's, but I want to make sure that everyone that's here gets the opportunity for a card. So maybe moving forward, we'll be able to keep that one card. Are you ready to pick another color, Rob? You're muted.
I'm feeling numbers.
Numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are our brackets?
55 and 77.
Okay. So pick a number between 55 and 77. Kristen's getting her number now. Bing, 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 bing. Let's do, yeah. Okay. That's a big bracket. It's fine though. 55 and 77. You guys got this. You got it. I'm pinging it to you now. Take a deep breath. Okay, ping, 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 ping. Drop it in the chat. Let us know what numbers. Oh, 66 on TikTok. Okay, if you guys are guessing on TikTok, you have to jump over to my YouTube. 67, 68, 63. Oh, you guys are doing good. Close. Keep going. Nikki got mine with a 69. Woot, 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 woot. Yay. So Nikki, you've got the next reading from me. Keep guessing for Rob. Keep guessing for Rob.
Amen.
Hi Michelle, thanks for joining. Join us on YouTube. We're guessing numbers. So because Rob's giving away a free reading right now, so you have to guess a number to get his reading. 73, 73, 67, 61, 66, 76, 59, 58, 56, 62, 77. Wait, Nikki, you already got a win.
Such a big pew.
85, 79, 92, 32. Rob, pick an easier number. 71.
Isa got it.
Is it 55? Oh, wait, the ghost already guessed that. Nikki guessed it too. Look, we're all on the same. 57.
64. Isama.
Isama got it? Okay. Okay, so thank you all for playing. Okay, Nikki and Ismela. Let's do this. Okay. If you guys want to drop in the chat your question, or if you just like a specific guidance, I think actually, honestly, for today, it's just going to be guidance from the cards since we're just doing one card pulls. But how's your tea, Rob? Was it worth going back for? I feel like it was.
I'm a little upset about it because I used my really good honey with it.
Oh man. Oh.
On my last of it.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate, first of all. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kristen's dropping everything. Ooh. Okay. I've got Nikki's pull. Ismela. Thanks, Maria. But whatever is given. Which guy? Okay, this is funny, Nikki, because listen, you have two options, right? Two cards came out. That's why I was like, oh, and the bottom of the deck energy is Ragnarok. So there definitely is a choice before you. And I will say that, okay, I could give you a yes or no. I could totally do that. But what Spirit's telling you right now is to listen to your intuition on these two cards embodying the two different options that you have. Okay. So one card is called the Ancient. It's the Elder, Experience and Lessons. The second one is the Queen of the Darkwood Elves, Premonition, Foreshadowing, and Mystery. So what you have is you have a situation where you have one person who is more maybe wise. They can teach you some lessons. They're going to be able to be maybe more supportive. I'm definitely seeing more long-term with this person. And then this person is maybe more physically attractive. There's a lot of mystery around them. So you maybe feel more drawn to them or pulled, kind of like, it's almost like whenever you sit down with yourself and you think about your two options and you're like, this person is definitely more in alignment with like my inner knowing and like what I want to see for my future. And like, I don't know, I just feel more secure with this person. And then this person's more like exciting and fun and exhilarating and passionate. And not that this person's not those things, but it feels more kind of like one or the other. So that's why Spirit says, listen to your intuition and trust what your heart wants you to do, because they're both good options. They're both right for you. It's just a matter of what it is that you are wanting in this now moment. Where are you at in this now moment in life? And allow yourself to be honest with yourself. Are you ready for this scenario where it's this long-term wisdom, more like comforting, fulfilling life? Or are you looking for something that's more fun, fast-paced? I don't know. It's like either way, they're good options, but just allow yourself to really decide what it is that you are looking for in this now moment and be honest with yourself. That's going to be the best advice that Spirit's going to give you on this. And it's either way, whatever you choose, it will kind of like fade the other. So when you start putting your energy into one decision, that other option will fade away and kind of leave your space. So yeah, that's the message from Spirit. It's not being clear. My intuition feels mixed. Yeah, I totally feel that. I really do. I feel it. I think that's why they're telling you to really allow yourself to sit with what you want in this now moment, because it's like, if you're maybe, maybe you think in your mind that like you want to be able to be with someone that's maybe more like, maybe you guys look good together. Maybe it's your friends and family and everything just makes sense and all of that. But then like somewhere inside of you, you just keep thinking about this other person and you're like, I just feel called to like maintain a connection with them. And maybe I'll date this person and then just stay friends with this person. But spirit's really letting you know, like you do have, feelings for both. And that's why your intuition is being misguided. So really to get clear is to sit with yourself in silence, which totally matches all the other messages we got tonight, and allow yourself to connect with your heart about what it is that you truly desire, not a particular person, but what it is that you are desiring. And that's going to give you the clarity of where you need to be able to move forward. Okay. Okay. Lots of love, Nikki. You've got this. You've got this. I believe in you. And if you need any more guidance, feel free to DM me. Like I'm totally, or check me later. We'll be live, I'm sure, at some point this week doing readings on TikTok. So, okay, that's it. Ismela, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah. So this, I have not used this deck too much, but I am pulling from my Star Dragon Oracle cards. And what came forth was actually the first card that I've seen out of this deck. And it's really one of my favorite cards. And it's card number 1. Card number 1 right here. And it says vision and contemplating your future. And the first word in these cards refer to the energy of the dragon, and the second phrase goes with the herald, which is whatever being that may be next to the dragon. And this is such a beautiful card, because this is at the beginning of any journey, the beginning of every day too, and it goes in line with all the other messages about patience and being in our own stillness throughout this broadcast, and really sitting down. And the energy of the dragon having that vision, like that dragon is right there. That dragon, you can hop on him and he will bring you to wherever it is you are visualizing. So it really comes into the energy of finding your stillness, and definitely with that energy of contemplating your future, where is it that you want to go? Because that dragon is ready. That dragon's going to fly you there as fast as you can. Sometimes it's whatever we wish for. These star dragons, you wish upon a star, and that dragon's going to fly you there as fast as you can. And it's just, it's like that old saying always goes, be careful what you wish for, because in reality, the true story of Aladdin in actuality is Aladdin actually has infinite wishes. The genie represents the universe and all that is, and there is no limit to what you can wish upon. So it is truly a matter of just being careful what you wish for. Yeah, you say you want to have this type of situation, this type of relationship, this type of way of living, and then you'll get there and something may be missing, and you see yourself in this space where you haven't given yourself the time to really clearly define how you want every aspect of it to look before you hop on the incredible dragon spirit or whatever higher guide that you believe in, and being able to just sit there and, you know, contemplate with that energy where it is that you want to go. And I'll read from the book. Wow, I opened right up to the page. So the constellation is Lupus, which is wolf, and the star is Kekuana Alpha Lupi. Wisdom of the Herald, which is the fairy girl here. What is your place in the stars, and what is your future? Sometimes it is difficult to discern, but gazing out into the great unknown is worthwhile nonetheless. Develop your vision and gaze out into your future to harness your knowledge of the path and that best serves you. Open your eyes with innocence and wonder. Wisdom of the dragon. Gaze forth with eyes that pierce into the veil of the very galaxy and know that the answer to each question you ask can be found in your mind's eye. Look within. You have a mighty vision and ability to see what comes next. Tap into your intuitive powers. Star Dragon Invocation. Seek and you will find. Go on a vision quest and harness your ability to gaze into the future with confidence. Now is the time to contemplate and harness your wisdom for the great journey ahead. So definitely, you know, we may see whatever is in front of us at any point in the day, but like we have that ability to just change whatever it is, close our eyes and create that reality and pierce all of existence, you know, with what it is we want to see and manifest within in front of us. So contemplate on that, take your time, search your heart space to whichever constellation you may want to fly to, and you're there in divine timing.
Oh, divine timing. We love our divine timing. You know, I love the message, but it's so true. Like trust the divine timing, trust yourself, trust your inner knowing, be clear. Beautiful messages. Rob, do we have one more round in us to do readings for? I think we've got at least 2 or 3 more people in the chat that haven't gotten a reading yet. So numbers seem to go well. Numbers went really well. Do we want to do that bracket again? Let's do 33 and 55. No?
Yeah.
Pick a number between 33 and 55?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thinking of a number between 33 and 55. Okay, I know my number. I'm pinging my number to you now. Pew, 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 pew. Oh my gosh, you guys are really close. If you're in the TikTok chat, jump over to YouTube. Jump over to YouTube. Okay. Jennifer comes in with a hot 49. Okay, you're right. We can. Maria, but that's not as much fun. 34. Okay, who hasn't gotten it yet?
Obviously Jennifer, because she's guessing.
Isa, okay, Jennifer, is Jennifer the only one? Surely there's, oh, Ghosty had to leave. Nikki got one. Okay, well, I guess I can look at my TikTokers and we can do Jennifer. Did anybody get my number? Oh man, so many of you guys were really close. Super close, but not quite. So keep guessing TikTok. Nikki guessed 47. Nikki got it with 47. Okay. Nikki, you started my readings, so I'm happy to end your reading in the readings with you too.
Nikki and And Jennifer.
Yes. Perfect. And then TikTok, we'll do readings later. I promise. We'll play all kinds of games, but I'm on YouTube, so okay. Okay, so my beautiful Jennifer. I kind of want to pull a card for Jennifer too, though. Is that okay? Can we share? I love Jennifer. Jennifer, I love you. Okay, so if you guys want to connect with any of the amazing, beautiful souls that have been in the chat today, they're all beautiful. Feel free to connect with each other. I have been posting Rob's link for Instagram. You can connect with him on Instagram and TikTok. You guys can find me on TikTok as well, PinOakRIsing on Instagram. And then, of course, my YouTube channel here is Pinok's Cove. If you'd like to help support my content, feel free to like the video or subscribe to my channel. Comments, all that stuff, it really helps. So thank you all for the love and support in all forms that you share with me. I'm just grateful for these moments to be able to share our gifts and offer some wisdom and love. So for beautiful Jennifer and for beautiful Nikki, I have a card for both of you. And I have a card for you, Rob. You didn't get a reading yet. I'll be quick. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so I guess the dragon energies are still coming out. I switched decks, but I'm using the Sacred Traveler deck. And what came out was Uncovering Treasure. This is a part of your path where you're uncovering a beautiful treasure, and beneath the surface lies that great bounty. You know, there may be layers that you're working through for yourself that may not look like you're there yet, and it may be a little frustrating, you know, because there's definitely other people within your path that are uncovering their own treasures and trying to return to their own treasures and dig through. They may have come out of their cave, you know, and went on a big journey to find a new thing to bring back to their treasure, but they have lost their way and they have not found their way back to their treasure yet, and it's been taking some time. And so they may even have to dig straight through the ground to get back to their treasure, and be able to bring that all together into this incredible thing that's being revealed and put together with what, you know, you're doing with Ascended and all the beautiful gatherings that are just dying to just exist. And where'd my book go? Okay. So, uncovering treasure. Let's see. Here we go. Look beneath the surface in your life, and you'll find treasure. Bounty is awaiting you in many forms. The secret is not knowing that you deserve it and are worthy of it. Something that you thought was ordinary will turn out to be extraordinary. Take a second look at the people and situations in your life. Sometimes receiving treasure is simply a matter of seeing life in a new way. The treasure was always there, you just didn't see it. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, on the journey, the traveler confronts dragons and overcomes obstacles, and in the process discovers the depth of the treasure in their own soul. Often treasure is found in the most unexpected of places. Sometimes after it seems that you've faced an inner dragon, you'll find the hidden treasure. Success begets success. So as you begin to seek and find the bounty in your life, more and more rewards will follow. This card heralds a bountiful, prosperous, abundant time in your life.
Beautiful. Rob, Nikki also asked for a double reading. So if you'd like to do one for Nikki, you can as well, if you feel called.
Alrighty.
Okay, so for Jennifer, wait, are you done with Jennifer? Sorry.
I believe so.
Okay. So for my beautiful Jennifer, I think it's just absolutely appropriate that the card that came out for you from the fairy forest is the very card that started the entire reading for today. And it's really about being able to stand in your power and not back down from what you believe in, and also seeing where you deserve to give yourself more self-love and focus in on how you share that self-love and how it ripples out and affects others in your spaces. And it was also speaking about confidence, personal confidence, and confidence in others, and really being able to see where that power comes from within whenever you find that confidence from within yourself, not allowing others to kind of inadvertently or intentionally make you feel less than what you are, but rather just knowing that you in it by yourself taking those actions and steps are bringing you further into what it is that you desire, and stand confident in those actions. And then I pulled you a card from the Sedona deck, and it's blank, unexpected, unknown. Okay, so trust that the actions that you're taking and the spaces that you are standing up for yourself are pulling you into a place of the unexpected and the unknown. And so it may feel foreign to you, but you have this really calm sense of confidence that's building within you. So continue to trust that confidence as it grows, and know that you, my dear, are flowing into the unknown. Yes, creation. And then I'm going to do Nikki's as well, and then I'll pass it to Rob. So Nikki, the card that came forward from you is the Elf Queen, which is introverted, burden, and responsibility. So the Elf Queen is all about having a lot of blessings in your life, but feeling overburdened and overwhelmed because you're perhaps taking care of others more than you're taking care of yourself. So definitely a similar message of bringing your attention back to yourself, allowing any weights to be lifted from you, releasing any energies that no longer belong to you, and not taking care of things that are not your responsibility to take care of. So like, you have this giant big heart and I can see it and it's amazing and I love you for it, but try to show yourself that love and compassion as well. Have that same love that you offer others for yourself. And if you would not put the weight on somebody else, don't accept the weight for yourself, if that makes sense. And then the other message that came forward for you from the Sedona deck is the night sky, hope and guidance. So you're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of wisdom is coming to you in the evenings, especially at night. You might be getting a lot of creative inspirations. Write those inspirations down, allow yourself to take action on them when you feel called, but trust that you are getting a lot of clarity in the night. So make sure that you're making time for evening meditation and retrospection, just even allowing yourself to kind of cleanse yourself for the day and give yourself a fresh bit of energy and self-love before you go to bed, so that you can adequately receive that wisdom and guidance that is coming to you within the night. Okay, and then I'm just going to drop real quick too. If you guys are like curious about these Sedona cards, Rob, myself, and a few other amazing creators recently went to Sedona for an Ascended 2021 event where we, as well as many other beautiful creators, came together to share the opportunity to share our gifts and to share space with each other. And it was live broadcasted on YouTube. There is some amazing footage that we're going to be releasing for those that purchased the pass. And if you guys are interested in future events to come, we are currently working on the next event. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, off to you, Rob.
Okay. So Nikki, so I went to the Dragon Tarot and the Death card came out. So, and I felt called to pull it with the Dragon. Wow. The sacred traveler, which is wandering path, enjoy your journey, along with the death card. So there may be this period where you're shedding your skin and you're coming into this new version of yourself, and you've been on the path that you've been on for so long, but there's parts of us that do want to wander and want to get these new experiences that we're on our path, but we it's like see something shiny, we see the next shiny thing, and it may make us wander off our path and make us work a little harder into a new direction. And there's this path that goes around the mountains, but we may want to wander, and we may want those challenges and want to go over those mountains and be able to gain those skills and endurances, so we have this new type of strength that when we do get to that end result that we're working towards. And then I also pulled from the dragon wisdom also, there's some dormant aspects as well. So this path that you may be wandering off onto, maybe you are exploring some very, very dark parts of yourself that are dormant, and that you've been operating in some sort of way where you just cannot understand and you cannot identify and release. And you've been wanting to come into that new version of yourself, and you've been wandering for a while, not knowing which way, because it's been so deeply hidden within you. So really coming into a space where you can sit still and breathe and meditate and figure this out, where it may be coming from, or if it may be something that you can't figure out, you can reach out. There's tons of services and healers out there as well. And that is actually one thing that I do too. I work within the Akashic records, and I do past life releasings of karmic patterns from past lives for things that may not be able to be identified, and helping others move forward as well, and helping you identify with your energy centers too. A certified soul realignment practitioner, so my services there for that are available too, which I have not mentioned in this live yet as well either. So yeah, that's what is coming forth.
Beautiful, beautiful readings. I don't know if Ashley or Jessica are still here, but if they are and they would like a reading, I'm super happy to do that for you guys. But then I do think we probably want to, Jennifer, let me know if that donation link doesn't work. It should, but I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my first time like actually doing the, like putting the links down below. Oh wait, look. Do you enjoy tea and tarot? Okay, sorry. Kristen's being goofy now. Okay, anyways, if you feel like called to answer the community poll, please feel free to do so. Okay, both Jessica and Ashley are here, so we're gonna pull cards for them, and then those will be the last for the night. So I do want to pull Rob. I've got yours. Can I read Rob's? Permission or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it. Okay, so you got the wisdom card, the elder card, the ancient, the elder experience and lessons. And this card came forward with card number 43, the golden unicorn, protector, guardian, and champion. And so the big message that's coming for you with these two cards is You being in a place of really being connected to the inner wisdom that lives within you, as well as this like, and I'm going to bring this back to that divine masculine energy, because I'm really feeling a lot of that from this pull. And so it's like really standing strong in your power and knowing when to make those decisions to move forward and when to kind of stand back and observe and listen, and being in this place of being connected, listening to your guides, listening to your inner wisdom, trusting the divine that lives within you and source as it moves you forward. And I do feel called to read not the wizard, but the golden unicorn for you, because the ancient one, this one's all about like taking the lessons that you've learned from your past and incorporating them into the now moment. So whatever decisions that you've been making or that you have yet to make, you're really utilizing the wisdom that you've learned from your past experiences to be able to move you forward in the direction that you want to go, understanding that the decisions that you've made in the past have taught you the lessons that they have, so you can have that knowledge and wisdom moving forward to be able to be in this position of like protecting and being a guardian and champion. This is also rising above and meeting those needs. Everyone deserves to have another person in their life to whom they can turn for protection and care. When this card comes for you, the golden unicorn is showing you the path to a person, advisor, or mentor who will assist you through the challenges you are now facing. When golden unicorn appears, it is a beacon of hope for which the right guidance, what seems to be impossible, can be achieved, and you will no longer feel so raw, vulnerable, and unable to go on. The golden unicorn appears to those who are facing unjust circumstances. They will show you step by step how to get through this time. When it seems that all friends have fallen away and the world is no longer a safe place, they lead with reason, intelligence, and intuitive brilliance. With their guidance, you will come to a safer place within the world and be wiser in choices regarding friendships, alliances, and partnerships. You are wiser now and will never be quite so hurt again. This is now protective energy about you, and it is safe for you to leave the current circumstances and create a new path. The judgment you have sensed about you will now dissipate, and true, good people enter your life to help heal the pain of friendships that have fallen. And I do actually feel called to go ahead and read number 45 for you as well. The ancient is so old, she is almost beyond time. She is able to speak the truth without compromise, as are you. When this card comes to you, she is so old, has experienced so much, and learned and taught so many lessons that she has become powerful and influential, just as you are becoming too. So too are you growing older, coming into wisdom. She knows that while others are now going to come to you for advice and guidance, she sees your humility, your humanity, your faults and your flaws and your feelings of unworthiness. She wishes to reassure you. Others will come to you seeking knowledge, awaiting a blessing, an initiation, and oblivious to the consequences of the path they wish to walk. Wisdom, true wisdom, understands complexity, and you have developed this quality. The ancient is honorable and human, and yet more than human, and she is courageous and has made sacrifices, as have you. She sees straight through conforming illusions, as do you. She represents ancient tradition and the challenge of defining the self, yet remaining within a tradition that you value. And this too is one of your challenges. So take responsibility in your life. You will face the battle of choice, and you will be the antidote to gurus and dominant personalities who claim to have all the answers. The ancient recognizes the challenge of being a teacher. This immersion into a world to learn the ancient arts and venerate wisdom and old ways can be expressed in many forms, but everything you are now learning has value. She has the repository for ancient secrets and the contact between worlds. She is wise. She has learned to consider every word that falls from her lips, even as long as she calls out for freedom. And then the last card that came for you is Rain. Gifts, abundance. Rain always reminds me of emotional release as well. So in order to really feel these two cards, allowing the wisdom to come in and that protection and the guidance for moving forward is to really allow yourself to feel and express those feelings and see those expressions as a gift in this world, as a gift to yourself, as a gift to others. Lots of healing happens from expressing our emotions. So, okay, that's it for you, Rob. That's all. Okay, who I'll do, wait, let's do rock, paper, scissors. Who gets Becca? Who gets Ashley? Let's do Ashley first. Let's do Ashley first. Okay, Ashley first. So whoever wins is doing Ashley. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. I think I win. Okay, so wait, does that mean I'm doing Ashley?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you get Jessica and I'll do Ashley. Oh goodness. Okay. Yes, so Jessica and Ashley will get you guys a reading, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this space today. This was our first big bang. We plan on being here every Saturday to start our day off with some messages and some meditation. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to connect with either one of us further, our links are listed down below the video. And Rob offers some pretty amazing Akashic clearings. He does work with the guides. He's got a lot of stuff for relationship clearings as well. So definitely check him out if you're feeling some energetic clearing is needed in your life. And myself, I do Reiki healing sessions as well as offer community spaces and tarot readings. So I'd love to connect with you all further if you'd like. And yes, Jennifer says, thank you both for the reading. I could only get to my own profile through the donation link, so I'll have to catch up with you. Okay, no worries. I don't know. Look, I'm still figuring out the PayPal link. Oh wait, look, here it is. I think I figured it out now. Even if you don't leave a donation, just let me know if this one works, because I'm really trying to figure this out. That one should be it. That one should be it. Okay, so Ashley, beautiful Ashley, beautiful Ashley. Do 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 do. Whoops, Ashley, you can't have the whole deck. Just one card. Okay, well, Ashley, you got a whole story, so I'm not going to read all the cards in depth, but I'll read to you what the general message is. So you got a lot going on, Ashley, my beautiful love. You too, my beautiful soul, are going through a shape-shifting phase. So you are transforming through a period of feeling isolated, feeling left out, feeling maybe not as confident in yourself, and you are transforming into a phase of yourself where you have this calm sense of confidence about you. It's like this deep inner trust, because you're starting to really connect with the inner wisdom that lives within you from past lives. You're beginning to learn more about the depths of who you are, and you're really starting to see the healer that you are and the ways that you heal, and also seeing that it's almost like a mindset shift of like going from seeing yourself in one light but seeing yourself in a brand new light, even though you haven't actually changed like how you operate within the world, but just seeing that, like going from a place of maybe seeing like how you operated as negative to now seeing the way that you operate as positive and beautiful, which I love that for you. I think that's gorgeous. You are so loving and supportive, and I know you're one of the quietest people I think I know in the world, but you're also one of the most supportive and loving. Like I always feel your love in all the spaces that we share, and although the words we've exchanged have been minimal, I always feel that just deep connection of support from you. Like I know that if I was ever having a day where I needed a friend to reach out to, you would be there in a heartbeat, because that's just the kind of person that you are. And you have this big love for others, and maybe sometimes you don't feel as able to like receive that love, and you're now transitioning into a place of really being able to feel that love that is given to you, and to be able to see yourself in the place of like deep worthiness. And look, I'm showing you guys the back of the cards. That's funny. But yeah, having a lot more patience with yourself, being quiet and observant and sitting in the stillness and in the pause. So the advice for you moving forward, Ashley, is to, just like the messages with everybody else tonight, was to allow yourself to sit in this stillness, sit in the pause, be in your own presence, and just be with it. Not judging about what it needs to look like, or what you should be thinking about, or what you should be planning, or how things need to look, but just really allow yourself to sit in silence and in presence with yourself, and then finding this acceptance of it, of whatever it is, whatever is going on around you, but just finding this really beautiful presence of love and acceptance and appreciation for who you are. And I'm going to read to you one card from this pile, one card, and then I'm going to pass it to Rob. The King of the Darkwood Elves. Authority, credibility, and status. This elven king has great authority and is widely respected. He is the keeper of order in a world of wild natural magic, and his domain is that of defenses, borders, territories, and law. He can come forth when you seek strong definition in your life, knowing the right thing to do and needing guidance and direction to make the right choices given the circumstances. Remember that the person in your life represented by this card can be hard to seek compassion and understanding from. They may not comprehend what you have to say. They do not empathize with your situation simply because they have never been there, and they have no desire to walk in your shoes. They are stern and they can seem hard and cold. However, they have great wisdom to offer you about what you do in very serious matters. And when this being shows up in a reading, you know you must do the hard work, take the reins, and be strong yourself. They offer wisdom of a serious and earnest kind that will not repeat themselves. The King of the Darkwood Elves offers you the opportunity to create strong, healthy relationships with very strong, earnest men, and do take your own life and what you must now do very seriously. The appearance of this card indicates that it is time for you to turn and face some of the hard and serious work that must now be done in order for you to become complete on your soul journey. And I really feel like that hard work that needs to be done is really embodying and embracing that aspect of yourself, that part of you that embodies this deep wisdom, this deep inner knowing. So awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate you letting me do your reading for you. I love you so much. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Rob, off to you.
Okay, so for Jessica, I went to my wooden tarot deck, which combines the ideologies of the Thoth tarot and the original tarot, and brings a much more unified perspective. And so the first card I pulled was the Four of Blooms, which is the Four of Cups, and this came in reverse. There's this rose here that seems to be withering, and so there could be this stage in your life where you feel that there may be some sort of rush. You might be rushing, and this rose was picked before it was meant to get picked, and I want to read from here, the Four of Blooms. O rose, thou art sick, the invisible worm that flies in the night, in the howling storm, has found out thy bed of crimson joy, and his dark secret love does thy life destroy. By William Blake. The Four of Cups is called luxury in the Thoth deck. The water in the four cups simply flows between them rather than flowing freely outward. And in the original tarot features a young man seated, his arms crossed, refusing a cup being handed to him from a cloud. Something is stopped up, damned here, and life begins to wither as a result. But the fact that this is reversed, you see that something has been getting rushed, you see that something is beginning to wither, and it's time to do something about it. And with the reverse message, it comes with dissatisfaction with stagnation and wanting to take this first steps toward a goal, realizing that new ways of being or thinking are possible, and gaining that understanding of self-limiting or self-destructive patterns. So really becoming conscious of this and taking those steps. Along with this came with the message of the Empress also, which is this beautiful elephant here. And there's this gentleness, but strength as well. And you have this mind that is growing. There's this huge forest within your mind that is growing, and there may be dark spots, there may be taller spots where you can broaden your horizons and perspectives and be able to bring that understanding from the dark and the light and hold true to your own destiny as well with this jeweled thing here with the cross at the top of this as well. So bring that true loving energy and being aware that something in your life is withering and time is wasting away. It's time to just step up and make it happen and bring as much love as you can with that. And with the interesting sun on the bottom of the deck with this fox with a sunflower for a face. Just totally being extraordinary and being your full self, no matter how different that may look to other people. And man, along with the Eight of Plumes as well, the Eight of Plumes, which is the Eight of Swords, and this is a symbol of protection. You know, you may be noticing, becoming aware of how things are beginning to wither and getting fed up with the stagnation within your life, but now that you can bring that vision of what you want forward with as much love as you can, and no matter how different that may look to the world, you're going to attract whatever it is that you want and make that space available, and you're totally prepared and ready, bringing in a full set of arrows. And there's one arrow here that comes back and shoots through your own, and I get the message of, like, you know, you've shot your arrow, you've set your intention, and now may be a time where you see that arrow coming back to you, and the universe is sending it back in a loving way, where you need to be aware of what you are receiving. We need to keep aware of what we're sending out, but we also need to keep that awareness what we are receiving after setting our intentions, and finding gratitude in both, and keeping that patience through that stagnation, and keeping our actions moving forward, and be like, hey, that arrow's come back, you know, I don't have to go buy another arrow, you know, my efforts were not for anything. The world is giving me what I am putting out, and find all the things in your life that you have accomplished and sent out to do, and really amplifying that energy as well, and giving gratitude for the things that you have achieved and sent out into the world, and the world granted you the access to those people, places, and things that you wanted to experience. So moving forward, yeah. I gotta, yeah. That's about it.
that's about it. Beautiful. Well, thank you all so much for being here today and sharing these collective and individual messages. And Rob, I don't know if you still wanted to end us in a short meditation. You're welcome to do so if you'd like. If not, no worries. I'm happy to end the stream as well. We've gone on a bit longer than I know I intended to. So
I have a lunch to get to.
okay, perfect. Sending you all off with lots of love for your day. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to check Rob out at his links listed down below and connect with me if you feel called as well. Check us out next Saturday. We'll be live again for more tea and tarot, and sending you all lots and lots of love for the rest of your day. Huge namaste and all the love from my heart to yours. Thank you for being you and all that you do. End stream now.